All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to our Facebook Live of an early childhood music class here with B2R Apex. My name is Julianne. If you are new this time, welcome. I'm super excited for you all to be checking us out here on one of our Facebook Live videos, and I'm super excited that you are checking out this video in particular. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm very happy to have you back once again to learn with me, dance with me, sing with me, make music, and just noise with me. We're going to have a lot of fun today. So to those that are new, but also those that are returning and are wanting to know kind of the updates for this upcoming week, I've got a couple different announcements to give. Also, just so that we have a couple more minutes here for people to jump on. I know we don't always remember right on time. Time is kind of above us during days like these, so I'm going to give us all kind of a little bit of a few more minutes for everyone to log on here today and to join us in all the fun. So we've got, as usual, another one of our DJ dance parties going on tonight with our instructor Austin. He is doing such an amazing job. It's super, super cool. If you are wanting to log on to learn a little bit more about our DJing music instruction at B2R Apex, or if you're wanting to just have some really fun dance music to dance along to, maybe eat dinner along to, who knows, you can do whatever you want with this music. It's a lot of fun. Austin will be DJing for you guys for, I think, a full 30 minutes tonight. And that is going to be at 6:15 here on our Facebook Live videos. We will also be having another one of our Learn a Song videos here on Facebook Live. This one is going to be with our instructor and also director of our school here in Apex, Bree. She is super awesome, super multi-talented as a vocalist, pianist, guitar player. She might do other things. I don't know. What can't she do? She kind of covers all the bases. And she will be teaching all of you guys at home how to learn, an entire song, which is super cool, super fun. You can learn the song on any instrument, maybe even voice as a singing instructor like she is, and it'll be super awesome. And that is also going to be taking place at 6:15, but tomorrow, so Thursday at 6:15 p.m. And then lastly, we have another one of our Ask an Instructor Facebook Live videos this upcoming Sunday. And that 8 a.m., so a bit earlier in the day. And that is a chance for all of you there at home to send us some questions that you've always wanted to ask a music instructor. You can ask about how we practice our instrument, where we purchase our instruments, maybe questions about a song that you have in particular, questions about how to play certain instruments, how to sing even. Anything that your brain can kind of come up with, we are here to answer any and all questions that you throw our way, which is a really unique opportunity for all of you there at home who are wanting to get started in music or maybe have some ideas in the world of music but don't quite know how to go about things. So once again, that's happening at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday, this upcoming Sunday. Lastly, before we get going here, and hopefully we've had a couple more people jumping on to join in on the fun today, we are going to be having a couple different discounts that we are providing. So we are continuing to offer 50%, half off of your very first lesson or group class if you are a first-time customer and musician with our school here in Apex. So all you have to do is contact us, probably just through our website. That's the best way to contact us. And you will get 50% off your very first trial lesson or class. We are also going to be offering 20% off of all summer camps this summer. Believe it or not, summer camps are still happening. We've been working really, really hard here at B2R Apex to make sure that we can still provide a musical fun experience this summer for our campers, whether returning or for the first time. So with all of that said and done, I hope we have enough people to kind of join in on the fun here today. We are going to be getting started as we normally do with one of my favorite songs, We Will Rock You. This is a chance for us to get some of our wiggles out, our arms and legs kind of shaking. We're going to do some clapping, stomping. However we want to move, all you got to do is stand up and enjoy the music with me. All right, so here we go. Let me just get this song pulled up and we should be good. All right, so we're gonna be stomping to start out. And I want you to stomp whenever I stomp. You ready? Good. Stomp, 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 stomp. We will rock you. Good job. And now let's try clapping. Clap, 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 clap. Good job. We will rock you. Now let's try both. Stomp, stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap. Good job. All right, and now is the chance where you get to do whatever you want. You ready? Maybe some slapping in our lap. Anything nearby. Awesome job, boys and girls. Very, very good. Awesome job. So now that we've got some of our wiggles out, we've been able to move around a little bit, we've been stomping and clapping, we are going to learn about 2 fancy music words today. We're going to be learning about a word called legato. Can you try saying that with me? Legato. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? And then we're going to learn about a different word called staccato. Let's try saying that together. Staccato. Very nice. So we've got these 2 fancy words, legato and staccato. And these 2 words are going to help us when we're talking about music. They're really special music words. And another way for us to think about legato and staccato is to think of some other words that are a little bit less fancy. And you've probably heard these words before, and you probably know what these words mean. But the words long and short. So when we're talking about legato, our fancy word, we're actually talking about long. So if we have a note that is really long and we play it for a really long time, that is legato. Yeah? So then if we have our other fancy word, staccato, we are thinking of something short. So really short and sweet. It's not very long. Does that make sense? So we've got legato, nice and long, and staccato, nice and short. So I know in other episodes that we've done here on Facebook Live, we've talked about some examples that we might think of that are, in this case, long and short. So what are some things that we can think of that are long and kind of flowy and smooth? Well, I always think of the ocean. So whether it's the ocean or just water, maybe in a pool or a lake or a river, any amount of water, it flows really nice and smooth, and it just moves really nice, and the water just flows for a really long time, right? That's what we have to think of when we think legato. Something else I might think of is maybe the wind blowing outside. It blows all over the place, right? It blows really long and far, and everywhere outside we go, right? Something else we can think of that is almost like legato is if we were making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and we're spreading our peanut butter, or maybe we're spreading our jelly on our sandwich bread. We're making it nice and smooth and all over the bread, right? So these are some ideas of what legato sounds like. Now, if we had to think of staccato, something that's kind of short and just kind of pops out, I always think of popcorn. Popcorn pops, right? Popcorn just goes, it just pops all over the place. Super short little bursts of popcorn popping, right? So we've got popcorn. Something else I think of is, have you ever seen or heard of a woodpecker? Well, a woodpecker is this bird that goes up in the trees and just pokes on the tree with its beak. It has a really long, pointy beak, and it just goes tap, 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 tap on a tree. That's something that would sound pretty staccato, right? It's nice and short, 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 short with its tap, tap, tapping, right? So we've got all these different examples and ideas of what is legato and what is staccato. Yeah? Awesome. So if we remember from, I believe, last week's episode, and if you're new, that's okay, we're going to learn about it here today. We've got two other words that we used for different rhythms. We had our two rhythm words. One was ta, and one was tt. Do you remember this? We had ta, 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 and then we had tt, tt. Do you remember all this? So we have ta, and ta is a little bit longer, whereas tt is a little bit shorter and a little bit faster, isn't it? Ta was slow and long, and tt was short and fast. So we're going to use those words to help us when we're talking about legato and staccato today. So as usual, I have my piano right in front of me here, and our piano is going to help us in making music today. And we are going to see if we can hear when I am playing legato or staccato on the piano. So I'm going to play some music, and I want you guys to tell me if you think it is long and legato or if it's short and staccato. You ready? Let's try it. What do you think of that? Let's listen once more. Do you think it's long and legato or short and staccato? What do you think? That's right. It's long and legato. It was all smooth and flowy like the ocean, wasn't it? Well, now, what if I played this? That sounded pretty different, didn't it? Let's listen once more. Is it long and legato or is it short and staccato? What do you think? Exactly right. It was short and staccato. Very good. So what I want you to do now is I'm going to play music. And if you hear something long and legato, I want you to think ta, ta. Yeah. And if you hear something staccato, short, I want you to think t, t. Let's try it together. So if we hear want to use the word ta. Exactly right. So we would think ta, 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 ta. Very good. Well, now let's try making music with T. Let's try it. You ready? T, 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 T. Very good. So now that we've got all these different ideas of long and legato, short and staccato, I want you to play a game with me. Whenever I play long and legato, I want you to sway and flow like the ocean. So like water would move, nice and flowy and smooth and all over the place. And if it's something short and staccato, I want you to pop like popcorn. Sound good? All right, let's try it. Here we go. What is this one? Yeah, it's staccato, so we should be popping like popcorn, right? Pop, 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 pop. Very good popping. All right, now what about this one? Ooh, what does this one sound like? It sounds legato, right? Long and legato, so we should be flowing like the ocean. Very nice. Very good job, everyone. So now that we've had a little bit of practice of what is long and legato and short and staccato, we are going to play another game, and it's going to require us to get up off our feet because we're going to be playing a song, and this song is actually about a bumblebee. And if we were to think about bumblebees, maybe they are legato, long and legato, but maybe they're also short and staccato too, right? So if we were to see a bumblebee flying around, it's flying in a nice long line all over the place, that's pretty legato, isn't it? But if we saw or heard a bumblebee going bzz, 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 that's pretty staccato, isn't it? It's pretty short, just going bzz, bzz, bzz. So we're going to hear both of these things in our song today, and I want you to tell me if it's legato, long and legato, or short and staccato. And if it's long and legato, I want you to sway and flow just like we did, like the ocean when we were hearing piano. And if it's short and staccato, I want you to pop around like we had popcorn. Yeah? Awesome. Let's get our song here, and let's try it out together. All right, we're starting with what? Pretty legato, isn't it? Oh, I hear a bumblebee busy. Nice and legato. So we're flowing like the ocean, aren't we? Good job. Oh, it's staccato. Pop like popcorn. Poppin' like staccato. Good job. Ooh, it's changing. Let's listen. Legato, nice and smooth. It's flowing like the ocean. Staccato! What do? We pop like popcorn! Good poppin'. Ooh, it sounds like it's gonna change again. Listen. Popcorn. Avocado, you got popcorn popcorn. Very good staccato. Ooh, it's changing once more. Just got softer. Just a little popcorn. Very good job, everyone. That was some awesome legato and staccato. Very good job. So, as we learned today, we can have long and legato, or we can have short and staccato, right? And we also learned how we can use those rhythm words that we learned last time, which was ta, ta, and ti, right? So now we've got all this information. We can try and put it all together and maybe even make a song of our own. So if we were to try and go back and forth, kind of like our Bumblebee song, we would maybe do legato first. Yeah, let's try that. So if we were to play on our piano a little bit more, we would do maybe like we had before. We could try ta, 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 ta. Let's try singing that together. All on ta. You ready? Here we go. Ta, 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 ta. Very nice. Well, now what if we were to try and sing TT? Let's try that. And it would be pretty short, so it's going to be a little tricky at first, but let's try it together. We could try T, 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 T. Very good. It went by super fast though, didn't it? Let's try it once more. Ready? Here we go. T, 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 T. Very good. That was super tricky, but you did so well. So now what if we were to try and put ta and TT, so legato and short all together? What if we did long, short, short, long, short, short? Let's see what that would sound like. Long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short. That made a pretty nice song, didn't it? Let's see if we could sing that together with ta, ti, ti. Let's try it. You ready? Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. Very good job, everyone. Let's try it one more time, and then we might have to go ahead and sing our goodbye song for today. Let's rock it out. You ready? Here we go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. Very good job, everyone. You did so well learning about legato, long and smooth like the ocean, or staccato, short and poppy like popcorn, right? Well, I had so much fun learning with you today, and unfortunately it is time for me to go. But we're going to be playing our favorite song, which we've been doing every week now, which is our goodbye song. And with this song, we talked about in a couple other videos how we've got loud parts and soft, quiet parts. And maybe we can hear some fast parts and some slow parts like we talked about last week. And maybe we'll even hear some legato parts where they're nice and long and smooth, or staccato parts where they're kind of short and fast and poppy like popcorn, right? So let's listen. And as we're singing goodbye today, I want you to see if you can hear any of these different things. Fast, slow, long, short, loud, and soft. Let's give it a try. Alrighty, here we go. Feel free to get up and dance.
Oh yeah, kids, it's time to say goodbye.
Goodbye, see you next time, everyone. Goodbye, see you next time, everyone. Goodbye to you, goodbye to you, goodbye to you, goodbye to me. Goodbye, see you next time, everyone. Good job. Goodbye, see you next time, everyone. Goodbye, see you next time, everyone. Goodbye to you, goodbye to you, goodbye to you, goodbye to me. Goodbye, see you next time, everyone. It's where it gets quiet. And do you think this is legato or staccato? I would say pretty legato, right? Goodbye, see you next time, everyone. Goodbye to you, goodbye to you, goodbye to you, goodbye to me. Goodbye, see you next time, everyone. And now it's loud again.
Goodbye, see you next time, everyone.
Goodbye, see you next time, everyone. Goodbye to you, goodbye to you, goodbye to you, goodbye to me. Goodbye, see you next time, everyone. Goodbye to you, goodbye to me. Goodbye, see you next time, everyone. Good job, boys and girls. I had so much fun learning with you today about legato and staccato, and I hope I get to see you again very soon, hopefully next week. So when I see you next week, we are going to learn about even more musical words and even more rhythmic words like we did today and in our past couple times together. And until then, I want you to try and think about what you might see or hear around you after we leave here today that might be legato and what might be staccato. Maybe you're feeling kind of tired, so you're walking around kind of legato, kind of sluggish, or maybe you're playing around and you're dancing around and you're jumping around, maybe even during tonight's DJing party, and you're feeling super staccato like popcorn, just popping all over the place. So before I say goodbye, I just want to say I had so much fun with you today. I hope you find some legato and staccato things of your own there at home and with your family and with your siblings. And maybe we can talk about it next week when I see you. But until then, thank you so much for having fun with me today, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.